Alright, what's up, my people? It's currently Sunday night. Okay, now you're probably not expecting this video, and I don't blame you because I haven't done this. I usually add this to my normal YouTube videos, right? But what's happened is I couldn't get my video out in time, and I still really want to post and put something up on my channel for you lot. So I was like, what better to do on a Sunday night than a weekly breakdown for what I think is going to happen on all the pairs I've decided I want to trade. Now, there's 4 of them. One of them is GBP USD, second one is NAS 100, third one is US 30, and the fourth one is German 30 whenever there's news on the USD pairs, because 3 of the other ones are USD pairs, right? So the fourth one is German 30, but I don't know how I feel about that right now. Still testing it out. It's my first few days trying it really, so I don't have an opinion on it. I've looked at it too closely. I don't think it really correlates with what I'm trying to do, but nevertheless, I'm looking at it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over what I think will happen on each one and take everything I say with a pinch of salt. So yeah, let's get this started. I don't want to slow or do anything. And the reason I haven't posted quickly, just to say, is because my Friday episode, I think is a good episode, right? I think it is a good episode. But the problem is, I've decided I want to merge my Friday, Saturday, and Sunday episodes together because I don't really film enough content on Saturday and Sunday. Despite this, I was gonna merge. There's literally no content that I can record on Saturday or Sunday from this week, right, to merge into Friday's episode. I just think the video quality would go down if I didn't just use Friday's content only. Do you know what I'm saying? So I've waited these 2 days to try add the extra content, but I've realized the extra content just makes the video trash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit it up and get that up posted tomorrow. So tomorrow you might actually have 2 videos if everything works to plan, but you'll have at least one. Yeah, and that's how I'm trying to go about things. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's get into this though. I'm gonna spend like a minute or 2 on each pair, like explain it kind of minimally. Okay, as you can see there, simply put, I think GBP USD is going to be bullish this week, really bullish. Yeah, so I'm thinking it. I do think it will be bullish because look, it took out all this liquidity. So I think for now, in the short term, it will be bullish. Okay, I shouldn't say for this week. I don't know about this week, but I think for the next few days or day or 2 or whatever, however long it takes, right? I think it will be bullish. What I think it will do, to be specific, right, is see all this. What do we see? Fair value gap there. See fair value gap, and just a lot of empty space, right? So as we saw liquidity get taken. If we do this, right, we saw liquidity get taken. Let me go down to the 15-minute time frame as well, right? If I do this now, still doesn't come up, but it's minor. Yeah, anyway, what we saw is liquidity get taken. Okay, right, the previous, if correct me if I'm mistaken, but the previous weekly low got swept. I'm pretty sure it was this. Yeah, the previous weekly low got swept on Thursday or whatever. Then Friday it took liquidity again, right, swept it. So now what I do think he'll carry on doing is push to the upside. I do think it'll carry on up. I don't know what I'll do for now. I haven't entered anything. It's just what I think it should look like and will look like. You could really just target these fair value gaps here. I'm doing, as most of you know, I'm trading on a funded account. That's what my whole I'm trading. Oh, bro, why can I still hear the motorbike? I'm trading on a funded account, so I don't really want to risk anything. I'm going for maybe these highs here, and then if I'm confident and I want to scalp, enter for a re-entry to up here. That's what I'm looking for as of right now. I don't want to go for anything crazy because I am on a funded account. It's only a 10k, but still want to take it seriously. I want to take trades I know I'll probably win. Okay, so let me draw it up exactly what I think will happen for you guys. So yeah, anyway guys, that's what I think will happen. I'm bullish, but yeah, no, what did I say? I said I was gonna draw it for you guys. I don't know why I'm bugging. My mom came in to talk to me. So yeah, what I think it will do is maybe take liquidity again. I don't know, move sideways for Asia, and then yeah, I think I think we most definitely will see this. Then after that, I do think it will come down, but not too sure. Next is US 30. As you guys can see on US 30, what I think will happen is this. I said US 30 bearish. Okay, the confirmation for US 30, what makes me feel confident about why I say it is GBP USD, right? If you know anything about forex pairs and whatnot, it's GBP and USD, right? It's GBP versus the dollar. So if GBP USD, I think, is going to be bullish in the short term, right, or in however long next couple of days, if I think it's going to be bullish, that means the dollar is weakening and the pound is getting stronger. If I think US 30 is going to be bearish, while at the same time I think GBP USD is going to be bullish, it means that it just confirms it, because I'm basically both of the things I'm saying. So if I'm explaining this so badly, but if GBP USD is bullish, that means the dollar is weakening, and if the dollar is weakening, as we know, US 30 is affected by the dollar, because that's literally what it is. NAS 100 is affected by the dollar. That means they're going to be bearish. So it just, do you know what I'm saying? Logically, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and it makes sense to you. But yeah, so what I think will happen on US 30 as of now is I think we'll see a retracement. Oh, my bad. I think we will see a retracement into to this level or these levels here, before carrying down. I do think it'll carry on to the downside. You see that equal highs or whatever. I left the fair value gap. As of now, these are the two options of what I think will happen. Yeah, let's go on the 4 hour. Let's see. Yeah, see, look at this fair value gap here, and then look at this fair value gap here, and still a lot of this space that hasn't been filled. So I think the more likely option that's going to happen is option 1 here, where price retraces all the way back up to here before carrying on lower, or it might even go to the upside. Really, we don't know, it hasn't happened yet. Or we could also see this, where it just comes here, taps and carries on down, but I think that is less likely to happen, so I'm not going to enter for a sell personally here and like put my stop here. I feel like the only logical place to put your stop, right, would be like above that structure, and if you're only targeting to down here, that's such a bad thing. So I probably won't enter for a sell there. It doesn't really make sense. I'd wait for somewhere here, which makes so much more sense, right? If you just had a stop like that. Obviously don't enter on the 4 hour time frame, but I'm trying to show you your risk to reward's way better. So yeah, that's what I think will happen. Probably can't see, but yeah. So yeah, pretty clear. How many pips is that? If it goes up to here, it's about 180 pips right there. 200 pips, 180 pips maybe. If it goes from where it is now to here, that is about 300 something pips. Okay, so yeah, let's see what it does tomorrow. Depending on what it does, if we see breaker structure to the upside or downside or whatever, fair value gap left or something, confirmation left with liquidity getting taken or something, then it could be a valid entry we have. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're currently looking for. If we see like these lows get swept, then yeah, I could potentially see it coming down, sweeping, and then going up. But yeah, let's see what happens. Don't enter on anything, but I just think it will go up to these levels here. NAS 100, the last pair. Yeah, NAS 100 on the second last pair, technically, actually, right? This is on the 4 hour, right? So on the 4 hour, what we can clearly see is a huge like grab of liquidity. Okay, right? Thank you, Mom. And you gave me the best shirt, the one I want. Yep, that's my best shirt. It's comfortable, that's why.
Just to make it easier for my life.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Love you. Yeah, anyway.
You're recording.
Yeah. What?
I'll just go take
Okay,
No,
thanks.
not on mine.
Anyway, like I was saying, my people, we saw this huge liquidity grab to the downside, right? We saw on NAS 100, right? It took liquidity. Yeah, it just took liquidity. Okay. Now, what it did while taking liquidity is leave this huge gap. So what I do think will happen is, I'm guessing this next candle will probably push to the upside. We'll probably see some sort of structural push to the upside is what I think will happen on NAS 100, right? We'll see a push to the upside. It took previous weekly low as well, right? See that there, we can see it here. It took the previous weekly low. So I do think it'll have some momentum to push up. So I think it'll push up. It could push up to here if you really want, like, to aim for that. You could, but just make sure you take profits. That's about like 200 pips, and this is what that to that, but nearly 100 pips really from where it is now. So that's what I do think it'll do. Retrace that, and then I definitely think it'll come down lower. I don't think it'll continue up any higher, because just look at all of this, man. Look at this. Yeah, a lot of gaps, a lot of fair value gaps for it to go to tap. After it taps this, it could carry on higher, but then also there lower. Like, I do think we will see this come down now, especially after this as well. You can see a lot of exhaustion. Like, do you know, like the amount of times it's tapped this, like you can see it just getting exhausted. So I do think we'll see some sort of reverse one carry continuation to the downside. So that's what I think will happen. Now, as for German 30, with German 30, I've never really traded it before. I only added it to my watch list a couple of days ago, so I don't really know like how it moves. But as of now, it's just looking like a literal break and retest, really. For example, well, I feel like we gotta go on the lower time frame for this. Yeah, let me take this off. It just, I don't think what I trade personally with all the other things that I'm trading, so with NAS, USD, GBP, USD, I don't think it applies as nicely or as much. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, that I don't think it applies. Let's go on the 15-minute. We can literally see, it just looks like a break and retest type thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's go on. Alright, cool. So if we're doing what we said, right, we'll see liquidity here got taken, right? Then we saw some sort of like it. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I'd consider this the next break of structure that would convince me. Sorry about my cat in the background. Right, I'll consider that the next break of structure, and then we'd probably drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Really, you could consider this a break of structure as well, but really, I'd consider that. Yeah, and then in the 5-minute time frame, didn't really leave any fair value gaps for us. Let's see if we can still find it now. Might be a bit hard. Don't have premium. Was it here? Nah, don't have premium, but yeah, let's stick to the 5 then. Yeah, you see that break of structure, liquidity, and then literally broke structure. Now this is what I'm trying to say, is the retest part. So obviously, if we consider this structure, do you see that retest? Then so maybe we could trade something like that, and then obviously if we try not to look at where we could target, then obviously we just target like these highs, right? Obviously you could target, and then your stop would literally just be below probably the wick there. You could have it here with a 5-pip stop. If you want a 10-pip stop to be exact, you could have it there. To be safe, I'd have it like there, probably below this wick that came to test something and go back up. So yeah, that's what I would do personally, and as you see, it would have hit. yeah, if you really wanted, you could have targeted that, but that's a long hold. I'm not too sure about it. I'm still looking at it, watching how it moves, trying to get myself used to it. So I don't want to give you guys an opinion on it. But if I really did have to give you an opinion on it and you really cared about what I thought, then I would say it's probably going to continue bullish, is what I would think. Because if you look at it, it's been bullish for a long time. If you look at the daily time frame, I think it says it all. It's literally bullish. I don't think German 30's been higher than this ever. Like a lot of other things recently, breaking all-time highs. So yeah, I think it will continue on extremely bullish, but can't really say exactly where I think it will go because I've never traded it like that. So, but if we're looking at it now, like, you can see the previous daily high got swept right here. Previous daily high got swept, right? Which probably indicates that it's gonna go down a bit for now, right? So, oh, it already went down a bit. Really, that could be the down bit part. So yeah, it tapped into this, then pushed up. Honestly, yeah, I just think it's gonna continue higher, mate. That's just what I think it will do. On how it looks now, I don't know too much about it, like I keep telling you guys, but I think it will just continue higher. It's tapped into like this. You can see these fair value gaps before pushing back up, further up. Doesn't always tap into the fair value gap, so as you can see, which is a bit risky. But I mean, technically it does, right? That still counts as a tap. That still counts as a tap. Yeah, I'm still getting used to price action on it, but obviously if you see something as clear as day, like for example this, right? You see like this breaker structure. Oh, I don't know why I'm analyzing on the 1 hour. Right, let's go here. Right, you see liquidity here gets taken. It's filling this fair value gap, right? So you wait for that like clear break of structure. See this, right? It is, I mean, you could consider a break of structure, but it's just a long wick, which is probably clearly news. So you could consider that a break of structure, but it didn't give you any entry confluences anyway. Actually, I know some people that would argue, in the moment you would have thought this was an entry confluence, this fair value gap here. But then yeah, again, even if you did, right? Oh, I don't know why I've done that, but even if you did think that was a confluence and entered off it, I'm assuming your stop would be around here, right? Maybe, I don't know where your stop would be, and you targeted and aimed for these highs, you would have still made money. So I wouldn't have entered off that though. I probably would have entered off a more clearer break of structure, which is literally probably like this, like here maybe. Then it did leave a clear fair value gap, which clearly got tapped into. Let me get rid of this, right? Clearly got tapped into. You literally just set yourself like that, aim for the recent highs, right? Aim for those highs with your stop covering recent lows. If you don't want to risk it, covering that maybe, still a 1 to 2, right? Still a 1 to 2, but I mean, I probably would have done that, or that maybe, right? And that would have easy 1 to 4. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I would have done. Yeah, guys, that's been my market breakdown. I don't want to make this too long. It's probably already longer than what I wanted it to be. Like, subscribe, do all of that. Appreciate it, and see you guys tomorrow. I'll post a video tomorrow for you lot to edit it up and post my Friday's content, my Friday trading content. And yeah, man, I appreciate the support. 300 subs. I'm thank you for really am what why am I bugging? I really am thankful for 300 subs. Appreciate it a lot. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow, man. See you guys.